Kicks Country.
Welcome to another edition of the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie. It's everything about the outdoors. Take it away, guys.
Good morning. It's Tuesday morning here on the Good Outdoors, June 4th, 2013. Ain't it 13? Yeah, it's 13.
Yeah.
Morning, Steve, Ronnie. How y'all doing?
Oh, we hanging in there, man. What's up?
Old, fat, bald, and ugly.
Man, quit talking about me. Man, I tell you what, we had some rain last night. Yesterday evening was a good deal down there at the house. I don't know if y'all got any hay hire, Steve.
No, not a drop that I know of.
We got a little bit yesterday. It rained hard for about, 5 or 6 minutes, then it slacked up. Did pretty good. Wet the ground a little bit, man. I'm happy to be here. We had a big day yesterday, lots to cover, things going on today, just all around good times. That's what I'm talking about. We all sitting here looking for things on the internet to talk about this morning, and one thing, I don't know who won the first game in the Women's College World Series, but it was a pitcher's duel last night between Texas and Oklahoma, and it was a good game right up to the time I went to bed. So does anybody know?
No, I don't. I hadn't been paying attention to that. I watched the basketball game last night, and the Heat was able to pull off Game 7 by just stomping Indiana. 99-76 to advance to the championship against San Antonio. But
really,
I'll see if I can't find some info out on the softball.
Yeah, I'm going to look it up too, because it was a good game. Now it was Oklahoma's expected to beat Tennessee. I mean, that's what everybody's saying is they should be beaten.
No,
that was a good game last night.
You don't mess with the SEC. I don't know what the outcome was, but you just don't mess with the SEC.
No, you do not. And it was a pitcher's duel up until right there when I went to bed, and it was a good game going on. Lots of things. You know, I heard Jason Kidd retired. Did you hear that?
He needed to.
Yeah, he's retired. He gave it up.
In basketball years, he's like 126. Time to go.
Is he?
Grant Hill, worse than that. Grant Hill retired a few days ago. He spent 19 years in the NBA, which is unheard of.
Wow.
Oklahoma won 5-3 last night. 12 innings, I think they went.
Yeah, I just got a text from, I believe it's Stickman. I couldn't see my thing up there quick enough, but that come in right after you got those words out of your mouth.
Mm-hmm. That was a good. And the next game tonight, it's the best out of 3. That's a good series right there.
Is that the championship game?
This is it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is it. Man, that was some good, hard-fought games last week, and wow, I'm just trying to look at all this.
12th inning home run won it for Oklahoma. That is a deal there, man. 12 innings going in girls softball. That's a long one.
Yep. I was just reading up on it too, but yeah, that was good. I should have read up on that when I come in this morning. Good gracious, Oklahoma had 10 hits on the game, so, and both teams had 1 error. Nobody scored until the 11th when they both scored 3 runs apiece.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Walk-off homer.
Hey, more importantly, the Braves won again last night.
Did they?
Oh, yeah. They on the roll, man. They rocking and rolling. They streaky. You catch them streaking at the wrong time, you're going to get killed.
That's it.
And they own it right now, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, they on a good run now.
Mm-hmm. Man, we had a big time yesterday. We loaded a truck out, didn't we?
We did. It was hot, but we got it done. Man, that was a lot of stuff.
Wasn't it?
I mean, we knew we had a lot of stuff, but until you get it all assembled into one spot, you don't really know how much it is, but it was a load.
That's the truth.
Yeah, we had more people step up at the last minute. Right off the top of my head, Agri Supply out there, they stepped up and donated 10 bags of horse feed, and I know that the horses will appreciate 20 bags of horse feed headed out that way.
I guarantee you.
Water, coffee, clothes, shoes, paper towels.
Ain't no way you can sit there and name it all.
Plastic spoons, forks, knives.
Insect repellent.
Insect repellent, one sauce, bread. I mean, you name it. It was there.
We had a lot of people step up again at the last minute. You know, we collected the money, raised some money for the truck driver to get out there with his fuel and all, but you know, we didn't stop there because this guy's donating his time. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we wanted to make sure he had plenty to eat and any extra money we could donate. So we did. I mean, fuel cost is going to be around $1,000, probably a little bit more. And we raised a little bit extra than that, you know, just so he'll have some food and maybe get paid a little bit for his time being out there because he's gracious enough to donate his time. You know, he makes, you know, $3,000 a week hauling stuff, and he's giving that up this week.
Yeah, not to mention the wear and tear on his vehicle, his trailer.
just for this. Just for this. He had to get an oil change yesterday. He said it was time for his oil change, and it's not cheap for him doing what he's doing with his equipment.
Nope.
Nope.
I tell you what, he had a nice setup, nice truck, nice trailer, and he'll head on out there. He should be getting on the road now.
It'll be a comfortable ride out there in that rig he had.
Yeah, it should be.
Just a long one.
Had a chance. Darrell Sample Jr. was going to get the ride with him, but that kind of fell through a little bit. And
looks like I fell through a lot since he's sitting here.
Yeah.
Fell all the way through the floor there.
The driver was going to go by and see some family while he was out there, I believe is what happened. So Darrell Sample didn't get to go. We was going to send him out there and get some video of the delivery and all that and some of the devastation, but we just didn't get to.
We'll still get some video. I believe Joe's going to take care of that.
Oh,
so.
Good deal. Mm-hmm.
I got to say, watching the Braves game last night there, and I was flipping back and forth between the Braves and The Voice and the NBA Finals for some reason. And I caught the Braves just in time when the pitcher threw what appeared to be a strike to me, in all honesty. Very close. Could have went either way, but the catcher, the pitcher, and the coach got ejected for arguing balls and strikes. Yeah, don't see that very often. But
wow,
the catcher come absolutely unglued, and he was the first one to go. Then the pitcher said, I'm going to get me some of that. And he got chunked, and then, of course, that offended the manager, and he come out there, and he got his money's worth. So it was very entertaining.
He didn't kick any dirt on his feet, did he?
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He didn't. I thought he might. I thought he'd go Earl Weaver on him any minute, but he didn't. But I will tell you this: the score was 2-1 at that time, Braves, and I told Mom, I said, "Yeah, usually when this sort of thing happens, it opens up a can," and it did. And the Braves come in and scored about 4 more runs, put the game out of reach. So we appreciate everybody who's losing their temper and getting thrown out of the game. That's always a big help.
How about that? What was the call? I mean, what was the reason they got thrown out?
Arguing balls and strikes.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's a no. You don't do that. But dang, all of them got thrown out.
All 3, a chain reaction. Yeah, pretty interesting.
I guess the umpire was back there saying, "Well, I can get 1. I'll get 2. I'll get 3 of them."
Well, he had a quick trigger on the catcher, so he must have cursed him.
Oh, I guarantee you.
Plus, he speaks French, so I don't know if he's cussing him in French or English. But the umpire had a quick trigger on him. He got pretty quick on the pitcher, but he let the manager go a lot longer than I thought he would. He probably let him go at least 7 seconds. Which is an eternity when you're sitting there.
Well, the manager's a lot more experienced at it. He knows what he can say, what he can't say.
Well, when you're sitting there and you hollering and spit is flying into the umpire's face, it don't take long.
It wouldn't take me just a few minutes.
You know what would be funny, though? What would be absolutely funny is if the umpire just reached up there when they're face-to-face and kissed him.
Mm-hmm. You ain't never going to see that. Not unless it's in a movie with
that would be funny.
Chevy Chase movie or something. You might see it, but arguing with umpires is a great outdoor activity. If you don't believe it, ask Paul McSwain. He does it all the time. Mm-hmm. One of our friends and listeners from Quitman there, he coaches a girls softball team, and he gets sideways and has been thrown out in a game and had a feud with the umpire on Facebook. So it's apparently it is a good outdoor activity.
Oh, gotta love it. You gotta love it. You know, I was cruising along here this morning, and, I've been hearing about the flooding going on in Alaska with all the, the ice melts and all. They have a certain amount of flooding every year. It's been pretty bad this year. Now they're having to fight bears because of the flooding. The flooding knocked out a bunch of, the power in this whole village up there for a while, and they couldn't get it back on. Well, that means all the meat that's in these freezers from these people up there, their game meat has spoiled. And in comes the bears.
Smelling.
In comes the bears. Free meal for the bears. So they're having a little problem with that.
I'd say a big problem.
Yeah, said all the freezers filled with game begin to get pretty bad. And plans called for the meat to be collected in one central location, loaded into a sling and lifted to the dump. But the bears kind of wanted to get to it before they could get it all out of there. So
I saw on in the GON the picture, the trail cam picture section. Mm-hmm. The guy had his trail cam out in a dry creek bed. He said it stays dry there, and he had it mounted about 4 to 5 feet, chest high maybe, up on the tree watching a deer trail, and he said back when all these rains came, he couldn't get in there to get his camera out, and he said he knew it would probably be underwater. So he went in there when the water receded and pulled his camera thinking, well, it's going to be messed up. And evidently either the water didn't get all the way to the camera or it withstood it, one of the two. But he had a picture of a duck right in front of the camera swimming. I mean, it was like eye level. That's how deep the water was, just at the base of the camera, and the old wood duck swimming by. Pretty cool picture there. You don't get that every day.
No, you sure don't. That's, man, the high water, that's something that we dealt with a lot in turkey season. Mm-hmm. At the beginning of turkey season, it was wet.
Oh, yeah. Altered a lot of people's way they hunt them and the areas they hunt.
It sure did. And that's a good thing to talk about. Y'all remember a few weeks back we talked about the mysterious sea creature that washed up in United Kingdom?
It seems like I remember something about that.
I was cruising along here this morning, and it said it had been identified. Boy, I got all excited. I thought, dang, let's look at this thing. What was it? Well, it's been identified as possibly 2 or 3 different things. It ain't been identified. So
it really hasn't been identified.
No, it ain't been identified.
Positively identified as 2 or 3 possibilities.
One idea is a conger eel, and had been caught. Maybe it had been caught and left on the beach or died naturally and washed up. I mean, they were saying it could be anything. It was 4 to 5 feet long, about 1 foot wide, and it was pretty big. But they still don't know what the heck it is. It was just aggravating. I was all excited.
Could have been a mermaid.
Might have been. There's a mermaid controversy out there. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about that when we get back.
My daughter Jessica's a full-fledged mermaid believer now after watching that show.
Oh, I don't doubt that from Jessica.
And I watched Top Hooker last night.
Did you? I was going to watch
Larissa on there, and I think she did a good job, but that's a pretty stupid show. I'm going to have to be honest with you. Yeah.
Hey, we're going to talk about it when we get back. We're going to take a break. He'll be right back on the Good Outdoors.
Here we go again. Every time there's a food plot to be planted, Darrell's nowhere to be found. You see him, Ronnie?
He's probably in the truck eating a dang sandwich.
I'm sitting right here by this tree, and they don't even see me.
Man, that Real Tree AP was designed to blend hunters with their surroundings, not hide them when it's time to work.
I'm so hidden, the scooters can't even find me.
Okay, Darrell, come on. We got to get this stuff planted.
What's that? Hey, stop it.
Real Tree. It's so real, a coyote might pee on it.
Serves you right, you slacker.
The grill might be in storage, but that's what campfires are for. And the backyard party is on hiatus, but that's because everyone is tailgating. Only the seasons change, tastes don't, and when you've got Bud Light Lime, you don't need summer to have a good time. It's the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. Look for a Bud Light Lime and find your summer state of mind anytime. It's in the lime. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Lime flavored beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
What in the world is that noise?
Sounds like the transmission's about to come out of my truck.
Transmission? Sounds like Alien versus Predator under there. Let's get it to Ronnie at Eagle Auto Repair.
Ronnie, I got a problem.
Problem? It sounded like Superman fighting the Incredible Hulk.
No, it was worse than that.
Come on, man. This is for real. I ain't got the money to be fixing no big problem.
Chill out, dude. You're at Eagle Auto Repair. You know we'll fix it right and as inexpensive as we can. We only use quality parts, and my guys are some of the best trained technicians in town.
Yeah, but can they stop a fight between Godzilla and King Kong? Because I'm betting that's what they're going to find under there.
Eagle Auto Repair.
321 Lakes Boulevard, Lake Park, Georgia.
Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has been serving South Georgia and North Florida for over 3 decades. With 9 locations in the South, Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a full-line distributor for all welding and industrial supplies. The Jones mission is to provide quality products at a competitive price in order to supply the best service available. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has built a reputation for good, honest, old-fashioned service. For a location near you, visit www.joneswelding.com. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a proud supporter of the Good Outdoors. It's that time of year. People everywhere will be scrambling to find somebody to take care of filing their taxes. Fast Tax and Bookkeeping at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q has a quick turnaround time and the knowledge to prepare your taxes properly, making sure you are getting what's due. With $25 1040 EZ filings, electronic refunds in a flash, military and college student discounts, and fast and friendly service, drop by and see Lisa Griffiths and the gang at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q, or give them a call at 229-253-0181 to schedule an appointment.
So you need a car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Midway Auto Emporium at 4189 Bemis Road, Valdosta, Georgia. Cameron and Melissa Tucker has been serving the Valdosta area for over 7 years now. They are a family-owned and operated local business with hometown values and still believe in handshake deals. With a great selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, with a Carfax report on every one of them, along with bank financing at all credit levels and interest rates as low as 1.85% with approved credit. 4189 Bemis Road, or visit their website at midwayautoemporium.com.
You're listening to The Good Outdoors with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun.
Welcome back this morning to The Good Outdoors. We're getting all fired up in here. We actually had some biscuits to eat this morning.
I was about to say, I'm fired up about this biscuit.
Mm-hmm. Well, me and Ronnie, Alexis rode in with us this morning. She's sitting back there in the hallway, going to talk in a little bit, I think, if we can get her on here in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get her on the radio. But Ronnie said, let's go to McDonald's. I said, okay, we can do that. I've been down this road before. I didn't say nothing. We had plenty of time. We wasn't in no hurry.
We had plenty of time at that time.
So we pulled up the McDonald's and slowly placed our order. Then we pulled up to the window and we paid. Then we sat down in the other window and we waited.
And waited.
And then we waited some more.
And then we got done with that. We waited again.
Yep. And then we decided we're never going to do this again, which is the same thing I said the last 3 times I've been in the morning times. They don't get
after the wait. It was worth it though.
Oh yeah, it was good stuff.
It was good.
I see. I'm having to operate on my phone this morning for the internet because my wife had to have the computer at work, and I see on here I can't open it for some reason, but the recall effort for the Colorado lawmaker looks like he is toast.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'll have to pull that one up.
It's not looking good for him, and if this thing will stay, it's got. I think I got it up now, but. A group of gun rights activists seeking to oust a top Democratic state lawmaker over the passage of strict gun control legislation on Monday turned in double the signatures needed to force a recall election. KDVR reports the group turned in over 16,000 signatures, more than double the 7178 valid signatures needed to the Colorado State Secretary. This sends a strong message. We've obtained enough signatures to recall a state legislator for the first time in the history of Colorado. The Secretary of State's office now has 15 days to determine whether enough of the signatures are valid, which you know they are if they got twice as many. And then they're going to have a recall election. And I'm about bet you he's out on his can, and he's probably sitting there scratching his rear wondering, what did I do?
What you did was voted then the way you wanted to vote, not the way your constituents wanted.
Yeah,
excuse me.
I'm still upset though. You're not hearing anything in the mainstream media about the passage of the having to have a background check to purchase ammunition. I mean, I just find it bizarre. I haven't even seen a release or comment by the NRA on it.
No, I've seen nothing.
I mean, I've looked at it in detail, and like I said, there's nothing that's going to keep the ordinary law-abiding citizen from buying it. It's not even really apparently too much of a delay, no more than getting a background check done for a gun. But I figured people would be standing on their heads. But then again, it's California, nobody cares, so that might be the problem.
That might be it. We're over here wishing they would become their own country and just break off from the United States, and so maybe
some are just hoping they just break off.
Yeah, start floating away,
and that's a possibility too.
Mm-hmm.
Just start floating away. That's it.
I wonder if that's ever going to happen. I've heard that. I'm 46, and I've heard it all my life that one day California's going to have an earthquake and crack off. I mean, I
wonder if it really could happen.
Yes, it could happen.
I don't think it could happen. The water would have to be
possible.
Yeah,
but
the water would have to be up under California, and you'd have to have a fault line break, and it fall off into it. I don't see that happening. I just don't. I mean, I think there could be a big bad
the continental
earthquake.
Plates could shift or something. And
you'd have to have a massive shift in the tectonic plates of the Earth's crust. Possibly the mantle.
Anything is possible. I mean, you're right. Anything is possible. We can hope and dream.
Okay, stick your head straight back and lick yourself between the shoulder blades.
Show me how possible that is.
It's possible, but it's not likely.
No, that ain't even possible. No, I might take your head and pull it back there and make your tongue.
You may not live through it, but it's
You definitely wouldn't.
Yeah, you definitely. But my point is, you couldn't do it yourself. You'd have to have assistance.
I agree.
Yeah,
I sure agree. Just not very likely. Nothing like that's very likely to happen. I'm looking at. I'm sorry.
Possible, but not probable.
I'm looking.
It's
at a bunch
impossible.
Of
I don't care what y'all say.
Impossible. I'm just looking at a bunch of fish over here. So
kind of like getting through trimming Darrell Samples Jr. beard without sharpening your razor. It's just impossible.
Just ain't gonna happen.
No,
ain't gonna happen. Well, I tell you what, that beard gets some attention, don't it, Darrell?
Oh yeah.
He can walk through Walmart and people start talking about Duck Dynasty and stuff.
Well, it scares
or Duck Dynasty. I don't know which one it is.
It
Duck Dynasty.
That's a Cook County Ford commercial.
Yeah.
I used to go with a boy off, look like one of them guys off of Duck Dynasty, more like Duck Dynasty.
One thing you won't do. Oh yes, I will.
Butter my butt and call me a biscuit.
Oh, I tell you, I was reading here also in Alabama, during turkey season, that's when the snakes start crawling and all that. But there was a Montgomery County turkey hunter tells his story of being bitten by a big timber rattler and basically saving his own life.
I thought you was going to say bitten by a big turkey. I was like, okay, wait to hear this.
Big old timber turkey.
It was April 21st, and he was hunting Montgomery County when he was knocked to the ground by a bite from a massive timber rattlesnake. And it was a rough time, He spent a lot of time recuperating for this, but he was turkey hunting that Sunday about 10 minutes outside of Montgomery. He was about to call it a day, and he's the owner of a truck dealership. It was about 11:45 in the morning, coming down an old road about 200 yards from his truck, and a big pine tree had fallen across the road and laying there about waist high. He swung his right leg over the fallen tree and leaned forward and swung my left leg over. The rattlesnake nailed my left calf before the left leg ever touched the ground.
Wow.
Bit through his pants and his leather boot and plunged its fangs in. And, he
what
said
a
he
vivid
knew.
Description.
Yeah, he said he knew immediately what happened. And went straight to the ground and struggled to get back up and get the shotgun off her shoulder and kill the snake, which is exactly what I'd have done. He said this one was about every bit of 5 to 6 foot long. And, I think he finally got it killed, but I was trying to see, what all went on. He said he had a snake bite extractor kit with him, and he said he bought it for about 10 years ago. He bought it 5 or 6 years ago. It was one of those impulse buys. So he put it in his turkey vest.
Did you get the contradiction there?
Yeah, it sounded like he bought it in 1943.
Yeah, but he said in almost a comical moment, he realized from the directions of the kit there was for many types of bites. He got to reading directions and first told him how to use it on a scorpion bite, then a spider bite, and I was thinking,
that's a heck of a time to take the time to read the directions.
That'd be like me. I'd be doing, come on, get to the snake, get to the snake.
Get to the snake part.
But he said, is this thing for snake bites too? And he said, finally, he got it to where it was a snake bite thing, and he put the syringe thing on there and it pulls and sucks the venoms from the room. He said it has a lot of suction to it. It actually pulls the skin and tissues up in the cup. So he actually used the kit for about 15 minutes and about 5 good times. But he actually saved his own life.
That's gross.
And he said he walked to the truck slowly, keep his heart down, got on to the hospital, and they gave him had the antivenom he needed, called the hospital, and luckily they did. He called it and said they'd have it ready. And they was waiting on that door with a wheelchair when he got there.
Did you say he killed the snake?
Yeah, I think he finally killed
see,
the snake.
There's no possible way. If I got bit in that situation, a couple of comments. First, extremely nice writing by whoever authored that story. I mean, as I slid my plump, muscular calf across the log,
my left.
The snake sunk his rather large fangs down into the tethery flesh of my calf. Anyway.
No, he did not kill a snake after all.
I was about to say, because if I get bit by a 5-foot rattlesnake, that snake ain't got to worry about me killing him because I'm going to be freaking out. And keeping my heart rate down, that ain't going to happen either.
It's just what happened to him.
That's a bunch of bull butter.
He said he got his gun off his shoulder and went to shoot the snake. The snake had crawled off about 10 or 12 feet and coiled up, and all of a sudden his leg started hurting, felt like it was on fire, and he went to the ground. That's me. I'm like, oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
I've been bit.
So what was that, Luke? Oh, my Lord Jesus. I got bit by a snake.
I'm dying.
Oh, I got to get out of here, son.
I'm dead. I'm dying.
Oh, I'm dead. They ain't got to have no wheelchair ready for me. I sprint right back to the emergency room. Yeah.
He said that he got
I'd have
real
drove
lucky.
through the door.
He said the doctors are great. He said the emergency room doctor on duty had 35 to 40 years of experience and actually had treated numerous snake bites throughout the years.
Oh man, he got
Well,
lucky.
that came in really handy.
Yeah, he got lucky.
Yeah, he got
I'd
lucky.
get in there with a somebody look like Doogie Howser. MD. You got bit by a snake? A snake? What do you mean? A
He'd
snake?
be like you. Oh my Lord!
My God, you got bit by a snake! Somebody call 911. I'd be a dead man.
But he spent from Sunday to Wednesday in the hospital for this. Yep, he had a severe limp at first, but it's getting better.
I bet you he did have a severe.
So,
limp.
you know, snake bite kits actually work. They said this snake bite kit probably saved his life.
I saw a snake bite kit up there at T3 Outdoors.
And they're
the other
not
day.
expensive.
No, this one was
said-
just a few dollars.
Yeah.
$few.
Cheap.
Had suction cups in there, like you're talking about. Suck your flesh right up through the cup, evidently. Senator John Kerry has announced that the U.S. will indeed sign the UN Treaty on
I saw
Arms
that
Regulation
crap
despite
yesterday.
lawmaker objections. But rest assured, it will not be ratified because it takes 2/3 of the Senate to vote in favor of it, so it's just
He's an
symbolic.
idiot.
Yeah.
Well, he's an idiot because he works for an idiot, and we'll leave it at that.
Idiots abound.
2 idiots in a pod. Ain't that what the
Those
Same
peas,
thing.
but same
same
thing.
thing?
It applies.
Exactly the same, only different.
Yep.
It daggum sure applies, I can tell you that. Gets me just fired up when I get to hearing about it. But I saw that yesterday, you know, and I didn't even want to give it my time of day when I saw it. Actually, he said he was looking forward. Basically, I mean, he wants to run up there and sign it. The way he sounded.
We'll let him go.
Yeah, maybe he can run off the. Never mind.
Man, a never before seen planet is only 300 light years from Earth.
That's all.
How far?
300 light years. That means if you
can
were
we go this
traveling,
Well, let's go. We should be able to be back by lunch.
Can we
if
go-
you were traveling at the speed of light for 300 years, you would get there.
No, you'd be
Now
dead.
flip your light switch off and back on, and see how fast the light is. That's how fast you got to travel for 300 years.
Can we leave tomorrow?
You could leave anytime you want.
We're going to need to take a sandwich with us.
Or two. Hey, we'll be right back here on the Good Outdoors.
There's only one place in Valdosta if you want the freshest seafood in town. It's Bubba Jack's Crab Shack at 1700 West Hill Avenue. They got wild Georgia shrimp cooked about any way you could want it. Fried, peel and eat, grilled, or buffalo style. They got a Wednesday night oyster special at $7.99 a dozen, and that ain't no mistake. $7.99 a dozen, Wednesday night only. Bring the kids with you, and if they don't eat seafood, get them some chicken tender baskets or hamburger or hot dog. And do not forget to try the fresh cut, hand-dipped onion rings at Bubba Jack's Crab Shack, 1700 West Hill Avenue, Valdosta. Val Optics on Patterson Street in Valdosta, Georgia has been providing 1-hour service for 25 years. From eyeglass repair to eye exams conducted by one of 2 on-site optometrists, Val Optics is there for all of your eyesight concerns. There is no need for an appointment, and most insurances are accepted. Val Optics also accepts outside prescriptions. So if you need eyeglass repair or an eye exam, stop by Val Optics at 601 North Patterson Street, Valdosta, Georgia. 25 years in business says it all. Service. It's a very simple word, but you'd think it's French. At Deep South Sanitation, our service will never be questioned. We are there when we say we'll be there. If there's a couple extra bags by the can, we pick it up. Deep South Sanitation don't care if the lid won't close. All the more reason to dump it. If you're elderly or disabled, the Deep South Sanitation team will get your can, dump it, and put it back. If trash blew out, we don't leave it, we pick it up. Keep the money you pay for sanitation services local by supporting Deep South Sanitation, a locally owned business. Call Carrie Scarborough today at Deep South Sanitation, 229-559-0200.
Hey, this is Judd with T3 Outdoors. Did you know that T3 Outdoors buys, sells, trades, and consigns used guns? We need your used guns. T3 Outdoors has a huge selection of turkey gear, from mouth calls, box calls, decoys, and ammo. T3 also has $8.99 sweet fee. We also have new spring Under Armour, Guy Harvey, and AFCO shorts. T3 also carries knives, Yeti coolers, boots, Costa sunglasses, and more. T3 Outdoors is locally owned and operated on Perimeter Road next to Zacadoo's.
Hello, everyone. Dim the lights. Let's do this. Let's get to it. Let's go.
Introducing the winner of Austin's Idol and receiving a $1,000 Austin's gift card, Mr. Steve Seller.
If you want a steak, a salad or fish plate, maybe drink a beer with a friend. Come in as you are. It ain't just a bar at the SEC. The good times never end. A basket full of peanuts. And the best part is, it's an addiction you never have to quit. If you need a break, come along with me to Austin's Cattle Company. Oh yeah, to Austin's Cattle Company.
Austin's would like to thank everyone that participated in the contest and helping Austin's to remain an addiction you never have to quit. Congratulations to our winner and thank you from Austin's Cattle Company.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie.
Camel.
A camel.
A three-humper.
Three-hump camel. I've got a question for everybody that nobody in the studio seems to understand. But anyway, Crystal Lake.
Does that surprise you?
No. Crystal Lake, over around the
Irwin County or something.
Irwin County area. Used to be a great, fun place to go, and I'm actually watching a video here.
I remember that day you almost drowned there.
You almost killed me.
Well, I did almost.
Well, you killed me and you saved my life at the same time.
Well, that was a fun place to go then.
I almost drowned him. I did. I almost drowned him, and they gave him the hind leg maneuver.
There you go.
And I've never been the same since.
Me neither.
But Crystal Lake, I'm wondering what happened to Crystal Lake. Why they shut it down? It's dry now. All the you still see the water slides and all in the video, but I'm just wondering if there was a sinkhole formed in it or what in the world happened. So if anybody knows out there in the Good Outdoors Nation, give us a call, 229-253-0995, and tell me what happened to Crystal Lake.
My theory is a meteor hit it and knocked all the water out.
I'm thinking the aliens came and took the water.
No, Bigfoot drank it all. Bigfoot drank it all. Okay.
Yeah,
here we go again.
As he says that, he's sitting over peeling a banana.
It's second of the morning, by the way.
And a biscuit.
He is potassium depleted.
He walks in the door every morning with a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper under his arm.
I've noticed that. There's several mornings a week he walks in with a 12-pack of them.
Yeah.
Are you thirsty, Darrell? No, you're not thirsty anymore. You got plenty to drink.
It's a tall boy, too. You notice that?
Yeah.
It ain't no regular old 12-ounce can. It's a tall boy. 16-ouncer, man, like a daggum master cylinder over there. Slit malt liquor or something.
Dang near double deuce.
Got double deuce. Old Colt 45. Dr. Pepper in the
Two
house.
zigzag.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy Dirk Harrell had a picture posted on Facebook where he was in the IHOP somewhere in Atlanta.
I saw that. Yeah, that was cool.
And it appeared to be Snoop Dogg till you enlarged it, and you could tell it was somebody that looked just dang near like Snoop Dogg. And he had posted on there in a
Snort Dog.
Yeah, Pancake Dog.
Yeah.
But anyway, they were posing it. When you looked at it, you really thought it was Snoop. I did. I thought it was Snoop Dogg for days until Pat Hill told me that, hey, man, that wasn't Snoop Dogg. That was an imposter. Then I blew it up and said, man, that dirt. Skeester.
Yeah, that was, I looked at that and I saw it when he posted it up there. I didn't pay no attention because I wouldn't know. Snoop Dogg walked by me and I really wouldn't recognize him anyway. So I didn't know
walked by me and I really wouldn't care.
I got to tell y'all, remind me during the break to tell y'all what happened at Crystal Lake. My man Timmy D. Smith just texted me. He's got the answer, but unfortunately I cannot share it with the listening audience. So I'll have to leave you hanging. Y'all can call me later today. I'll be glad to share it with you. But due to FCC rules,
it's not happening on the radio.
Yeah, I can't say it, but that makes perfect sense, Stick. Based on what I saw last time I was there.
Hey, we got it. Let's take this call. Maybe they got an answer. Good morning, caller. You on the Good Outdoors?
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Fine.
Good.
You don't know who this is?
Yeah. What's up with you this morning?
You don't know who this is.
Yeah, I do know who this is. You say that every single time you call, and I always know who this is. So what's up?
What makes you think that we don't know who you are, Mrs. Colbert?
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, nice try.
What's up with you this morning?
I have something funny to tell you.
Is it clean?
Yes.
Okay, well, tell it.
Well, I went to the doctor today because I was sick.
You went today?
No,
yeah.
Yesterday. Oh. She thinks it's today. Anyway, go ahead.
And this guy was riding on a motorcycle. He had like a big old thing of Dr. Pepper on the back. Just he was like riding out with the Dr. Pepper on the back.
That was great.
I was like, what kind of idiot rides with Dr. Pepper on the back? I was like, man.
Did he have a crew cut and a goatee? Did he have a crew cut and a goatee?
A very long goatee?
Oh, no. He was just like, I think he was an old dude. I'm not sure.
Have you ever seen our single and not attached producer, Darrell Sample Jr.?
Did he have a German Shepherd?
It could have been him.
Huh?
Darrell Sample Jr., our single unattached, doesn't have a girlfriend producer. Have you ever seen him?
No.
Well, I was just wondering, it might have been him.
On a motorcycle?
It could have been. You never know.
Might have been.
It was like the same color as the box.
Mm-hmm.
Like his motorcycle was. And it had like little flames on the side.
Nice bike, huh? You like motorcycles, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could ride it, but I'll probably tip it over if I ride on it.
It's probably Darrell Sample.
Hey, but Timmy texted me and said, maybe the guy was taking Dr. Pepper to the doctor.
I was sitting at the doctor, and I was like, I'm so bored. I couldn't. My mom was like yelling at me because I had on my earphones, and she kept calling my name. I didn't hear anything she said.
Hey! Hey! You!
Yeah, she started screaming my name, and she just looked at me. She's like, "Come on!" I'm like, "Oh, I can't stand her." I'm like, she's like, "Next time you better come on." I was like, "I still can't hear you. I still got my earphones."
Yeah, them earphones are a hindrance when you're actually trying to hear something besides what you're listening to.
I just make her mad. It's real easy.
You like making her mad sometimes, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's not nice. You shouldn't
It's
do that.
funny. You never know.
No, it's really not.
You never know how my parents get more irritated in the world.
Hey, do you think there's really like planets, other planets out there in the solar system besides Earth? Do you really believe that? Because I don't. I think it's all a hoax.
Is there life out there? That's what we're asking.
No.
I don't think
Reba McEntire, she wonders the same thing. Is there life out there?
Yeah. Reba McEntire ain't got no sense.
What do you mean she got no sense?
We used
One of
to tell
the most ridiculous singers in country music, dude.
She sung at the Oklahoma event, raised a lot of money.
Well, she's against guns.
Said it Blake Shelton.
Well, we used to
Reba
do this.
McEntire's against guns?
Yeah.
She's crazy.
Thank you.
You guys
She
have
must be
more
from
issues
Colorado.
than
Haley, don't you? Now, come on now. You saying we got issues and you call us every morning like this? I thought we were
I don't
friends.
call you every morning. I call you every now and then when I get a chance. If I'm not unconscious.
Do you know?
A lot of chances.
I don't call anybody when I'm unconscious either.
No.
Do you know Catherine Kringle?
Huh?
Do you know Catherine Kringle from Moultrie?
No.
How about Chris Kringle? You know him?
No.
You know, he's Santa Claus, you know.
I thought you and Catherine might have been friends. I didn't know.
Well, you have a good day, Haley. Appreciate you calling.
Oh, yeah. I can do a donkey.
A donkey, this ought to be good. Let it rip.
Steve's really good at that, too. It's kind of natural.
I call it a jackass.
He always calling me that.
You got to excuse me. I'm still a little sick.
Okay, well, excuse you. Let's hear it.
That sounds like a rusty gate.
All right, good one. We'll talk to you later on, okay?
I can't do it because I'm sick, but
I can tell.
when I get unsick, I can do the best donkey ever.
Call us when you get unsick.
I will.
All right, talk to you
Bye.
later. Bye.
I seen a donkey here recently on Shrek, and that didn't sound like the one I saw. He talked, actually. Like
I believe. He sings pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Always good to hear from Miss Haley, though. She's out there in the radio land listening to us quite often.
She's from Hey Higher, you know.
Mm-hmm. Sure do.
Hey, bro.
A horror. You know how Hey Higher got his name, don't you? Well, there was a man named Ira. He lived by the this is true. He lived by the train track.
Ira?
That's exactly right.
It sounds made up.
I've heard it all my life, so it's got to be true.
Got to be. Yeah.
Generation after generation after generation passes down. You know, I was having this discussion with my daughter. You know, we were talking earlier. I said that she believes in the mermaids now. We were having a pretty intense conversation. You know, she's trying to find her way in life. She's 21 years old and you know, trying to figure out what her next move is. And she was contemplating things, you know, and we were talking about the mermaid show and how she believes that they're real. And she actually brought up an interesting point that I have to somewhat agree with. These things.
We're talking about your daughter, Jessica?
Yeah.
Well, at 21, she's more advanced than Steve was. At 21, he was still trying to decide which crayon he was going to eat next.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Now get on with the fruit don't fall far from the tree thing. Get all that out of there. But my point is she said something. She goes, she actually linked it to religion. So this is going to be touchy for y'all non-believers over there. Not non-believers in religion, non-believers in phenomenon like Bigfoot and mermaids and stuff. Somebody in history, years ago before our time, in Bigfoot's case, it would be the Indians, according to research. They first saw and described this ape-like creature that walked up on two legs and stuff like that. So they actually saw one. Now, her point was why would the very first person that ever brought up Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster or a mermaid
or aliens,
that one person, okay, they either just thought this idea up that, hey, I'm going to mess with everybody and I'm going to start this controversy. Or
attention seekers.
Or they saw something and it got expanded on through time, not unlike our Christianity and our faith. I didn't see Jesus turn the water into wine, but I believe that he did that, just like you two believe it, okay, because we've been told, but yet we choose not to believe in the very realistic being called Bigfoot. So I don't know. I don't understand y'all guys. Y'all just slam the door on certain things and let other things pass through.
I'm still absolutely
trying
amazed.
to get over the fact that Steve said the moon wasn't real.
I'm still amazed that this came from Jessica. Really? From my niece, Jessica?
Well, I mean, it was a joint conversation that led, it just come up. I don't really know who came up with it, to be quite honest with you, but it came up, and that's my point, Just because you can't touch it, feel it, see it, taste it, smell it, don't mean it ain't there.
Good morning,
that's what I thought.
Everett.
That's what I thought. You don't have anything to say for yourself.
Good morning, Caden. He's listening with his
dad.
Caden,
you up?
Dad Chad this morning.
Caden. Man, that's awful early. So I know why he's up. He wants to hear the Good Outdoors.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Where's our man David at? We ain't heard from him in a few days.
No, we haven't.
David from Hayhire, the 16-year-old young gentleman.
I don't know. David, where are you at? You still asleep this morning? Get up. Wake up. He said his alarm set to us. So I don't know. Wake up! Anyway, we'll be right back here on the Good Outdoors.
With over 40,000 machines in the field, the pro's choice is Dixie Chopper. Be a pro. Buy a chopper. Built right here in America with one simple goal. Build a mower that cuts more grass and doesn't break when you use it. Be a pro. Buy a chopper. With Chopper's price, performance, and reliability guarantee, make the smart choice. Be a pro. Buy a chopper.
We're running out of time. We're drawing the line. This is our battle cry.
Huntin' is Good TV is an action-packed hunting show with a mission to secure our hunting heritage. Join Steve Nichols, Trey Weatherington, and Neil Armati each week as they hunt across the U.S. and Canada with pro athletes, actors, wounded warriors, kids, and regular old Joes who know hunting is good. Huntin' is Good TV airs on Pursuit Channel and is available on Dish Network Channel 240 and DirecTV Channel 604. For more info, visit huntingisgoodtv.com and follow on Facebook at facebook.com/HIG TV show. You can also use your high-speed internet connection to watch online by logging on to filmon.com at the airtimes posted on our website. And remember, hunting is good.
This is our battle cry.
Justamere Farm is a full boarding, training, and lesson facility conveniently located on Valdale Road in Hayhire. Justamere Farm offers a facility like no other in the area with many amenities to meet all your equine needs, whether it's riding, training, or boarding. If riding is your passion, Justamere has you covered with an indoor arena, a large lighted outdoor arena with an alleyway, a large jump course arena, a round pen for training, trails, and access to dirt roads. Private and shared lessons are available, so give Justamere Farms a call today at 229-460-2331.
So Dawson, is Dad still ill about you calling him out on his shooting ability?
I don't think so, but I have seen him on the range a lot more lately.
Dad always says practice makes perfect.
That's what he says, but I don't think it works for adults.
Why do you say that?
Well, from the look of the scorecard, it's making it worse.
Dawson, bring me some more shotgun shells.
Okay, Dad.
If you need some practice, come by Southwind Clays and Quail on the Quitman Highway just past the river headed towards Quitman. With a top-notch clubhouse, a 5-stand, sporting clays range, as well as a rifle and pistol range, Southwind has what you need to succeed. World-class quail hunting is also available with some of the finest bird dogs around.
Dad sure shoots a lot.
Yeah, if he keeps this up, Mom's gonna be mad.
Why is that?
Because he's spending all Mom's shopping money on shotgun shells.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie.
Welcome back this morning. We're discussing a contest we may run.
No, we've already decided we're going to do it.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
We're going to do a win a date with Darrell Semple Jr. contest. He's a single man. Loves his dogs very much, but we're gonna set him up on a date. We're gonna run a contest and win a date with him, and carry him out to let him go out to eat somewhere like Bubba Jack's or something like that.
Takes good care of himself. Eats right. He's not overweight. Got to keeps his beard well groomed.
Stores food in his beard.
Yeah. Well, he keeps it clean, but
It's actually like a survival kit.
More like dry storage.
Yeah.
Like dry storage. He got a snake bite kit in there.
We're gonna get that together. I want to read something right here, real quick. Makes you think, makes you wonder, and I want to see if anybody has anything to say about this. It's minorities, and it says we need to show more sympathy for these people. They travel miles in the heat. They risk their lives crossing a border. They don't get paid enough wages. They do jobs that others won't do or are afraid to do. They live in crowded conditions among a people who speak a different language. They rarely see their families, and they face adversity all day, every day. I'm not talking about Mexicans. I'm talking about our troops.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it seem strange that so many are willing to lavish all kinds of social benefits on illegals but don't support our troops? Wouldn't it be great if we took the $360 billion we spend on illegals every year and spend it on our troops?
Yes, it would.
So, I hope there's some liberals out there listening to that and can call our number at 229-253-0995 and explain what the heck you're doing, because I don't understand. Really. Makes you think, don't it?
Yeah, I don't even have a comment on that. It's just stupidity, or maybe it's not stupidity. Maybe it's just a lack of people really thinking about what's going on.
And
I think that's probably what it is.
And they're having to face a heck of the major outdoor activity for us, for what we do every day. So I just want to throw that out there. What I wanted to do. I pulled up some fishing. I'm going to cover that cobia tournament this weekend, so I've been looking at what's going on down there.
Hey, real quick before you get on the fishing thing, did you see in South Dakota where they made the flub and issuing the sheep hunting permits?
No, I didn't.
In South Dakota, annually they only give out. They got a very small population. They only give out 2 sheep tags, and it's done by lottery. They take 2,000 hunters can apply for it, then they cut it off, and then they draw. I think they have maybe 6 total tags, but 2 of them are awarded during the draw system, and then the other 4 are auctioned off. Okay, that's how small the population is. There. Well, they accidentally issued 2,000 tags, 1 tag to each hunter. So there was 2,000 hunters going after a total population of only 300 sheep. But they did a recall and they got it straight.
Wow!
But what caught my eye is the ones that they auctioned off. One of them went for $400,000
for a sheep.
Are you kidding me?
No, and they routinely do them for the money goes back to the conservation program to protect the sheep. Back to the state to use. They use that money to to do conservation efforts on the sheep. But yeah, I mean, it happens in other states too. Colorado, there was one went for $102,000, but the record was $400,000 for one bighorn South Dakota sheep tag. So I thought that was pretty interesting there. But
that's very interesting.
Back to your fishing report there.
Well, I just been looking at the fish that are biting down in that area where I'm going out Hermosa and the Crystal River and all that, grouper, cobia, kings. They've been turning them up pretty good down there. I'm worried about the weather this weekend. As
you should be.
What's going on with that tropical depression or storm or whatever?
It's just feeling a little down, depressed.
Yeah, it's fake.
Is it?
Faking it. Personal issues.
I wonder what's going on with it, but they've been catching the mess out of them. I'm looking here. It says 10 red grouper, 2 gags, 2 sea bass, 3 kings, and 2 cobias. That's a pretty good fishing haul right there.
Mm-hmm. Red snapper are biting real good, I'm hearing.
Yeah, they're biting good. Hey, we got a call coming in this morning. Good morning, caller. You on the Good Outdoors?
Sorry to bother you guys again.
What you got?
My dad went fishing,
Mm-hmm.
and he started using crickets, and they was like biting really good down where he was fishing at.
Oh, yeah.
They used to eat crickets. Last time we went fishing, we was using worms, and they wouldn't even bite.
I tell you what, if you ain't never tried to eat a cricket, Haley, you need to eat one because them things are good.
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate covered.
Are you sick?
Chocolate covered cricket, high in protein.
No, I was 3 days ago. I'm okay
I
now.
can't even eat bugs. It kicks me out. If I see a bug, I really, really, really would freak out. So
Boost your immune system, you won't be sick.
High in protein.
I don't even eat raisins or squash or bananas.
Raisins, that's rotten grapes.
I eat crickets.
You gonna eat a rotten grape and you want to eat a bug? That don't make sense.
A rotten grape?
That's what a raisin is, a dried out grape.
Ew.
Yeah.
The best ones are the ones you get off the dog.
They didn't tell me that. They trying to kill me.
It's just part of the overall food conspiracy. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
I don't trust nobody.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't trust nobody. See, this lady tried to make me eat all sorts of stuff. And I was like, I don't trust you or nobody else around here. So I was like, if you're going to try to make me eat something, you got to show me what it is and where you got it from.
I don't trust anybody. That's why I just entered the dog cloning competition. I ain't telling nobody nothing.
Man, I wanted to go fishing the other day, but after I went swimming on Memorial Day, I got sick.
Uh-oh.
We have a big pool, and you guys need to come and just hang out with me one day.
That sounds like fun right there. Now, we'll bring over 12-pack of Dr. Pepper and have us a good old time.
We'll have a cricket roast.
We'll grill some crickets.
No.
Yeah, we're going to grill some crickets.
Anything but crickets. I'll pay anything but crickets.
Cricket kebabs. They're awesome.
They're good.
Cricket what?
Kebabs.
Is it on the stick?
It's the same. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as a shish kebab. You just don't use shish. You know, you use crickets instead of shish.
Is Ronnie in today?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
He's my favorite person in the world.
You ain't kidding. He's our favorite too. We like him.
He's funny. But that's what I had to tell you guys. But I want to go fishing again. But this lady, I know her, and she got a big old farm and all that. She says she's going to take me riding on her tractor one day. I really would like to ride on a tractor.
Yep.
I know this man, he got his tractor stuck in our backyard.
Oh, that's not good. Hey, we got to get out of here. We got some things we got to talk about
Plowing
on fishing,
these
okay?
fields in the hot summer sun.
That's Steve's going to sing to you.
Bye, y'all.
All right, Haley, we'll talk to you
Ronnie.
later.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Ronnie.
Hey, cricket
Shit, thanks, my tractor.
Cricket
Cricket
kebabs. Cricket kebabs. You soak them crickets in buttermilk and put them on the grill. Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, God, don't do the buttermilk again.
Hey.
Hey.
Put some onion on there.
Anyway. But the fish seem to be biting down there. Every fish in the ocean seems to be biting down there where we're going, and I hope the weather holds out.
You can't catch nothing out there in the ocean. You ain't a very good fisherman, are you? Something's got to bite.
I just hope the weather's good. They're calling for like 60% chance of rain Saturday, and there just won't be a lot of filming going on in the rain.
Well,
let the GoPros out and have them handy, I guess.
It ain't so much the rain I would be that worried about, but the waves, that's another story.
I thought you said we didn't. Yeah, you did say. Never mind.
What did
I remember what you said.
I don't even know what I said or didn't say.
I don't either.
He's talking about the swish effect earlier.
Slosh.
Swish
effect, that's a whole new phenomenon. I'll explain that. I'll explain the swish effect later, but slosh effect is real, and it makes sense. You think about it.
It does. Mm-hmm. It does. They're calling for, it ain't going to be too bad. I mean, it's 8, 9 mile per hour winds, a 40% chance of rain.
Where at?
On Crystal River.
Did you actually punch that in?
Yeah.
I hear the fish are biting at Crystal Lake.
If they are, it's a real small spot that's left.
Sand bass.
I still want to know what happened to Crystal Lake. I reckon I'm going to have to look it up on the internet, and I'm just lazy.
The water went.
I hear it went dry.
Y'all are just. Oh, Darrell been over here checking on it. Darrell Sample Jr. can't find nothing. It ain't going to be found. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, he does absolutely nothing but do Google searches all day long. And if he can't find it,
it's professional. That is his professional career.
He's a professional Googler.
Pull out the C Encyclopedia Britannica out of your beard. See if you can find it in there. Do they even sell them things anymore?
I don't know.
You remember? I remember they used to come door to door
on a disc.
Yeah, they used to come door to door and try to get you to buy them. You know, for $700. And
well, you could make payments for 17 years.
That's right. But the payments were real
they'd
small.
be all yours then.
Yeah, they'd be yours, lock, stock, and barrel. Yeah, all you got to do is buy them, make one payment, move. They don't know where you're at. Got $700 worth of books for $5.
Mm. Yeah, you know that when the internet came along, it just killed it, didn't it?
Yeah, it killed a lot of things. The internet did.
Does Mom still have a whole collection of the encyclopedias?
Yeah, but I think the information might be outdated.
They probably changed a lot of stuff.
You could do your book report now or something back in 1968.
Well, in those encyclopedias, Pluto is still a planet.
Yeah. Pluto's not a planet?
Pluto's not a planet?
No.
What do you mean?
It's not a planet anymore. They changed it.
It just dissolved? Or yeah.
I
thought they basically decided it wasn't a planet.
Yeah. Well, next thing you know, they're going to decide the moon ain't a moon.
I think it's a clump of ice is what they decided, wasn't it?
Something
like that. I remember.
Well, when you got to travel about 500 times the speed of light to get there, I mean, honestly, come on, people. Who's so gullible to think that Pluto was a planet to start with?
If you've got to go that fast for that long, we're never going to get there. So why do you really care anyway?
Oh, man, it's just some crap somebody made up. We're all alone out there floating around in the vast universe of space. And why do they want to call our galaxy the Milky Way? What the heck is that all about? Why are you naming it after a candy bar? It just shows you, if you'll look deeper, how stupid it
Snickers,
is.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Call it Snickers. Really?
Just call it what it is. We don't have no clue what this is thing here.
I don't know.
It's just
the abyss.
The abyss.
We're going to talk a little bit about bit about fishing when we come back. We're going to actually get on the topic so we can get off all this other crazy stuff.
I had an abyss in my mouth one time. I had to go to the dentist.
We'll be right back here on the Good Outdoors.
Attention Outdoor Nation. Adel Outfitters, located at Exit 39 on I-75 in Adel, Georgia, has over 18,000 square feet of outdoor unbelievability just waiting on you. Specializing in a wide range of outdoor supplies for everyone, including hunting, fishing, shooting, kayaking, camping, Little League, clothing, knives, boots, you name it, Adel Outfitters has it. They also have that personal one-on-one attention that you just might not be getting from some of the big boxes, and Adel Outfitters has a whole lot less overhead, so you'll be surprised at the deals. So come see us now at Adel Outfitters, Exit 39, Adel, Georgia. Woo-wee! Sweet Tea's Smokehouse on South Hutchinson Avenue, Adel, is the bomb. You ain't had good old South Georgia barbecue if you ain't been to Sweet Tea's Smokehouse. Ribs, chicken, pork, beef, good grief, this is some fine eating. And it ain't called Sweet Tea's for nothing. Ice cold sweet tea and good old barbecue plate with all the trimmings is what living in the South is all about. Head up Highway 41 north towards Adel. Swing into Sweet Tea's Smokehouse for lunch or dinner. Great southern barbecue like it's supposed to be. And don't forget some of that fine Brunswick stew. Woo-wee!
Hi, I'm Barry Broom with Allstate Insurance Company. I'm a big fan of the great outdoors. There are many recreational activities that allow us to enjoy God's creation. There's boating, camping, hunting, hiking, fishing. Think about all the gear, equipment, and vehicles that we have that make those times outdoors so memorable. When it comes to protecting and insuring your firearm, your boat, RV, camper, four-wheeler, even your golf cart, think of me, Barry Broom, your Allstate agent. Call me at 229-244-9856 or visit me online at barrybroom.com. Go make a memory. Enjoy your great outdoors.
The grill might be in storage, but that's what campfires are for. And the backyard party is on hiatus, but that's because everyone is tailgating. Only the seasons change, tastes don't. And when you've got Bud Light Lime, you don't need summer to have a good time. It's the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. Look for a Bud Light Lime and find your summer state of mind anytime. It's in the lime. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Lime flavored beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Brigman and Brigman Cabinets in Hayhira, Georgia specializes in custom-built cabinets. You can come in and sit down with our staff and start from scratch to develop the perfect cabinet layout, or bring in your plans and start there. From design to installation, Brigman and Brigman can help you every step of the way. Estimates are always free, and your satisfaction is our goal. Whether it's a remodel, a spec house, or your custom-built dream home, give Brigman and Brigman Cabinets in Hayhira a call at 229-794-2108 to set up an appointment. Crystal River Seafood on St. Augustine Road in Valdosta is a fine seafood dining experience. Folks from miles around come in to enjoy the fine seafood and friendly atmosphere Crystal River has to offer. Their friendly staff makes your dining experience one to remember, as well as one to repeat. Fish like grouper, salmon, mahi, catfish are always great choices, along with shrimp, oysters, crab cakes, and crab legs. Hey, you not in the mood for seafood? Order a juicy ribeye steak. Crystal River Seafood is open for lunch and dinner. Crystal River Seafood, 958 St. Augustine Road, Valdosta, Georgia.
WKAA Willacoochee, Valdosta. Thanks for making us number one.
99.5
Kicks Country. It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie.
Welcome back this morning to the Good Outdoors Radio Show here in beautiful Valdosta, Georgia, from 99.5 Kicks Country Studios. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning, Alexis. How you doing? You have to talk straight into that microphone.
Good morning.
Yeah, speak up a little bit. We can't hear you.
You can't be whispering.
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I heard you was a little mad at me. Why are you mad at me? What happened?
Because you rammed my car.
I rammed your car.
He didn't ram your car.
Yeah, you backed into my car.
Yeah, at full force, too. Well, everybody out here in Radio Land knows when I get up in the morning, I'm never awake when I leave the house.
That's scary.
It really is. I'm never usually wake up. I don't remember what happens until I get here usually. I walk in the door and I see Darrell Sample. I go, ah! And I wake up because, it's kind of scary.
And I've been riding with you lately. That's the scary part.
I remember you riding home. I don't never remember you riding here with me. But her car was parked behind me this morning, and me and my groggy state of mind kind of backed up and said, boom, didn't it?
Yeah, and you was like, well, I just rammed your car.
And I pulled up a little bit, looked at it, and couldn't see it. Don't remember what it looked like, but I don't think it was too big a hole. 3 by 3 or something like that. 3 foot by 3 foot. It ain't that big.
Nah, that can be fixed.
But I'm sorry. That up. Yeah, we'll bondo it up. We'll put some red duct tape on it or something like that. Some 300-mile-an-hour tape. That's what we can do.
And you better never try it out, young lady.
Nah, not 300 miles an hour. But Alexis here loves to fish, don't you? You had the fishing bug. That's what you just love to fish, don't you?
I do.
And you go every chance you get, don't you?
I do.
Right now, you ain't have much chance because you work.
Yeah, I work.
Where do you work at?
Wild Adventures.
Wild Adventures. And yeah, you're right. You work a lot, don't you?
I do.
That's a good thing, though. 16 years old, working every day just about, from can to can't, Well, I think y'all closed down a little bit early yesterday because the weather was bad. And
we didn't.
You didn't? But they let you go a little bit early.
No.
You were scheduled to get out that time?
No, they just cleaned me up early.
They cleaned you up?
I cleaned up. I mopped the floors and everything.
Oh, but I tell you, Alexis, you love to hunt and fish. You like to be outdoors all the time. Tell us about your hog. We've talked actually about you killing your hog over there in Brunswick that time. That was a pretty good shot, wasn't it? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I was hunting and
wait a minute. Hold on. You got to speak up. You got to speak clear. I mean, people out there can't.
Well, she's not used to being able to talk, being in the house with you.
Well, no, of course not. I talk all the time. If you don't believe me, just ask me.
I talk a lot. It was a hog, and I thought he was big from looking in the scope, but.
Well, tell us about going and all. Where were you sitting? Who you were sitting with? Everything you were doing. Tell us all about it.
I was sitting with Papa.
You're sitting with Papa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were it's the only thing I ever shot, and we were sitting in the hunting stand, and he goes, well, I woke him up because he was sleeping.
That's typical for him, too.
And I was like, Papa, there's ox. And he was like, well, is he big? And I was like, well, from the looks of him, he looks pretty big. And then he goes, well, when you think you got a good shot on him, shoot him. And then so, I don't know, I just took a shot at him, and we went down there to see if I got him, and he was little.
And there he laid, wasn't it?
He was not big.
But it was about a 200.
They do look bigger in the scope.
But
it's about a 200-yard shot. It was a long shot with that 243, and she nailed that sucker now. And he wasn't about 30 pounds.
He was
at 200 yards. Can you imagine that? 200 yard, 30-pound hog. That's a pretty good shot.
She got the skill.
She's got the skill. And, yeah, I remember that. That was a fun time. Killed you a hog. And I think, what else was killed that day? So I think Steve killed something, or did we walk in on a hog, I think, maybe. Wasn't that you? We walked in on a hog that morning and he shot it or something. I don't remember. But it was good times. Alexis loves to be out there. She loves to fish.
I like fishing more.
You like fishing more. What's the last time you went fishing?
I don't remember. It's been a minute. I've been working and everything. It's been a minute.
Summertime. Been a minute. What the heck? Was you outside fishing a minute ago or what?
Sorry, it's been a long time.
Okay, it's been a long time. But what's the last fish you caught? I mean, when you went fishing, was you brim fishing, cat fishing, bass fishing? What were you doing?
Caught a catfish.
Caught a catfish?
Yes.
I know y'all caught some turtles, too, at one time.
Oh, we caught a lot of turtles.
And y'all used to live on a little pond down there in Lake Park, didn't you?
We did.
One of the actual twin lakes is what it was. Lots of good fish in it, wasn't it?
There was pretty good brim in there.
What'd y'all fish with? I know y'all had some unusual baits at times.
Oh, we fished with some bread.
Bread? What else?
We fished with some corn.
Yeah.
Some canned corn.
Yeah, we've done that. I did that growing up.
I caught an alligator gar with it.
Alligator gar? Yeah. An alligator gar?
One of them things.
Or a bottlenose gar?
No. It was
alligator gar?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Looked like an alligator snout?
Like I took a picture of it, Googled it, it was an alligator gar.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
It was for real. He looked like an alligator.
What you like about fishing? Tell us why you like it.
Well, I don't have a lot of patience, but when I'm fishing, I have more patience than usual. And I don't like waiting, but when the fish like bites it, I like that feeling.
You like the feeling.
Where did you get that no patience from?
My dad.
I have no idea because I'm the most patient person in the world.
I've got a clue.
As long as you're on my schedule, I'm patient as I can be.
If somebody don't text you back in 2 seconds, you're like, so you can't reply. You can't reply that
No,
quick.
that's not me. That is not me. Oh, don't even. No, that is you.
Oh, no, you didn't.
No, let me tell you. She wants to talk about that. She'll text you, and in 10 seconds, dude, if you haven't replied,
I text again.
She'll text again. And again, and again, and again, and get ticked off if you don't answer. It don't matter if you're in the middle of the most important thing in your life. You got to stop and text her.
Well, you should, because you're the most important thing, aren't you?
No,
you're not.
I am not.
Oh, okay.
Just when I send my text message and you don't reply,
she gets mad. I don't understand it. But anyway, I don't know. But you're working now. You had a Wild Adventures. You liking that? You enjoying it?
I am.
How long you been out there? What, about a month now? Maybe a little over.
A little over a month. The 20th was a month.
And this is y'all's busy season. Y'all open 7 days a week now.
We are.
And you work your tail off.
I do.
Yeah. I know when you come in, you usually still kind of wired up and just talking 90 miles an hour, won't stop. Keep going and keep going. But you out there working. I'm proud of you. I'm glad for you. And go make some money today because you owe me.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you better hurry up and make something. You've got to fix your bumper.
No, I'm not fixing my bumper.
Matter of fact, what you owe me, we might can just wipe off and leave the bumper there.
That sounds good.
What did you do? Wreck your car?
Yeah,
He backed into it this morning.
What?
He just bam, just like.
I'd never do nothing like that.
Well, she got in the back seat of the truck because we was going to pick up Ronnie, and she knew I put it in reverse. She didn't say nothing.
No, I didn't know what gear you put it in. You just popped it and swam.
What, did you assume that he was going to put it in drive and drive through Ocean Pond?
No, he goes around the house. He did it the other day. Why not do it today?
Don't listen to them.
Oh boy, yeah, I did. I backed right up into it, and we'll have to assess the damage when we get back this morning, and may have to go see Mr. Ronnie at Eagle Auto Repair and see if he got any tricks up his sleeve to help fix that thing. And
I don't do body work.
Well, you sure didn't waste no time.
If you got any duct tape, camouflage duct tape, that's what I'm talking about.
We can do that.
No, we can't.
She didn't even get
red.
up. Your car's red?
My
Camo blend right in.
Oh, my God.
That's
Camo
why it's called
blends on
camo.
everything.
What?
Car looked good with a little extra on it.
Oh boy, got to look at it this morning. I didn't see any glass breaking or no fluids flying out or nothing like that, so maybe it's okay. I hope. But I think I probably stripped the transmission out the parking.
The Lexus.
As your representative, I think that your neck looks like it's hurting a little bit from where your dad.
She was riding with me. She wasn't in her car.
I know.
I think how you
he has
embrace.
personal injury coverage in that vehicle too. So
That's exactly right. You can get hurt in that car just as good as the other.
Come on now.
I smell a soup coming on.
Jackson Massey, baby.
Get blood out of a turnip if you want to.
Jackson Massey.
You ain't getting nothing here.
Well, if you can't get blood, just get turnip juice.
You ain't getting no money, I can guarantee you that. We're talking about Alexis's hog when she shot it a while ago. You know, over at your place in Brunswick.
Yeah.
That was a fun time. That was a good shot too, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, about the size of a ham sandwich.
Oh, sitting down there. She said she was sitting in the stand with Papa.
That was wrong.
A ham sandwich. Hey, but it was. Yeah,
it was huge.
It don't.
That's 8 feet long.
No, he wasn't. He was like 2 inches long.
It don't matter. It was a hog. You know what? You can kill all of them. It doesn't matter.
I mean, you didn't even hit the hog, mess up no meat. You just hit beside him.
No.
Concussion him to death.
I hit him in the head. I remember.
Did you hit him in the head?
Yes, and then we buried him in the backyard. We buried him. We just
what? It's because he wasn't big enough to make a ham sandwich.
Oh man!
But that's a good time. I was thinking later that day, Steve, wasn't that when we walked up on that hog in that food plot, and you shot it? We was going in there to find something you'd shot the day before or something. I don't remember. Walked up in that food plot and that hog standing there looking around.
Oh yeah, I think that's
because I videoed it on my old phone I had or something, and Steve shot it. That was pretty good.
Yeah, mine was huge, Alexis.
I don't care if yours was huge.
Yours made 3 ham sandwiches.
Well, mine was a better shot.
Yours was a better shot. Yours was a long way off. I agree with that.
Well,
you've
killed more things than me. I kept one hog.
But you've caught a lot of fish. You've been up there, Uncle Steve's fishing, haven't you?
We have.
Yeah.
What'd y'all catch up there?
Not much.
Like wind brim. We spent hours out there and catch wind brim.
We fed a lot.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
It was.
Yeah, it's always fun like that. I mean, I know you love to be outdoors. And love to hunt, love to fish. Carried you hunting last year. Didn't you get to go hunt with me last year? Yeah, you went one time, didn't you?
Yeah, and we saw a deer and you wouldn't let me shoot it. Yeah.
Was that last year?
That's where we did that cricket sound again.
Yeah. That was awkward silence.
Well, I didn't want it to be a doe, I think is what it was. I wanted it to be a buck or something, or a bigger buck. I think it was a little buck. I don't remember. No, trying to teach you conversation. Conservation. You got enough conversation, believe me. Trying to be conservation minded is what I'm trying to be. Anyway,
we're going to teach you how to be conservative.
That's right. We're going to take a break here on the Good Outdoors, and we'll be right back.
Service. It's a very simple word, but you'd think it's French. At Deep South Sanitation, our service will never be questioned. We are there when we say we'll be there. If there's a couple extra bags by the can, we pick it up. Deep South Sanitation don't care if the lid won't close. All the more reason to dump it. If you're elderly or disabled, the Deep South Sanitation team will get your can, dump it, and put it back. If trash blew out, we don't leave it, we pick it up. Keep the money you pay for sanitation services local by supporting Deep South Sanitation, a locally owned business. Call Carrie Scarborough today at Deep South Sanitation, 229-559-0200. It's that time of year. People everywhere will be scrambling to find somebody to take care of filing their taxes. Fast Tax and Bookkeeping at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q has a quick turnaround time and the knowledge to prepare your taxes properly, making sure you are getting what's due. With $25 1040 EZ filings, electronic refunds in a flash, military and college student discounts, and fast and friendly service, drop by and see Lisa Griffiths and the gang at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q, or give them a call at 229-253-0181 to schedule an appointment.
SWAT Graphics, located at 300 South Toombs Street, is the area's #1 graphic design service company. Specializing in graphic banners, stickers, signs, and design, SWAT Graphics can help from concept to completion. If you have a design idea for a company logo, SWAT Graphics can bring it to reality. Maybe you have a logo and just need it placed on a sign, sticker, or banner. Whatever the case, stop by SWAT Graphics at 300 South Toombs Street, Valdosta, or give them a call at 241-9185. SWAT Graphics, proud sponsor of the Good Outdoors.
Hey, this is Judd with T3 Outdoors. Did you know that T3 Outdoors buys, sells, trades, and consigns used guns? We need your used guns. T3 Outdoors has a huge selection of turkey gear, from mouth calls, box calls, decoys, and ammo. T3 also has $8.99 sweet fee. We also have new spring Under Armour, Guy Harvey, and AFCO shorts. T3 also carries knives, Yeti coolers, boots, Costa sunglasses, and more. T3 Outdoors is locally owned and operated on Perimeter Road next to Zacadoo's.
There's only one place in Valdosta if you want the freshest seafood in town. It's Bubba Jack's Crab Shack at 1700 West Hill Avenue. They got wild Georgia shrimp cooked about any way you could want it. Fried, peel and eat, grilled, or buffalo style. They got a Wednesday night oyster special at $7.99 a dozen, and that ain't no mistake. $7.99 a dozen, Wednesday night only. Bring the kids with you, and if they don't eat seafood, get them some chicken tender baskets or hamburger or hot dog. And do not forget to try the fresh cut, hand-dipped onion rings at Bubba Jack's Crab Shack, 1700 West Hill Avenue, Valdosta.
Justamere Farm is a full boarding, training, and lesson facility conveniently located on Valdale Road in Hayhire. Justamere Farm offers a facility like no other in the area with many amenities that meet all your equine needs, whether it's riding, training, or boarding. If riding is your passion, Justamere has you covered with an indoor arena, a large lighted outdoor arena with an alleyway, a large jump course arena, a round pen for training, trails, and access to dirt roads. Private and shared lessons are available, so give Justamere Farms a call today at 229-460-2331.
You're listening to The Good Outdoors with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun.
Oh, where was the cricket chirping? We didn't hear it. Welcome back to The Good Outdoors. We're here. We didn't go anywhere. Steve's back.
I think we are.
Yeah, I think we are. I was telling the guys during the break, we got a guy, Joe Reams, is going to start, or he's going to come in, I think, one day next week with Southern Habitats, it's Native Wildlife Solutions. And what they do is they help hunters and outdoorsmen with their land. You know, they try to get the land back to more native species of grasses and different things to help your hunting, your deer hunting. They had some great success stories already with what they do and have different seeds, different type of grass seeds out there. And we're going to bring him in and do a show on him and tell him how he got involved with it and what he actually does for the land. They do the entire gauntlet of it. They do from burning, to quail habitat, deer habitat, turkey, anything, any type of habitat, native habitat. They want to get it back to what it used to be.
Don't tell him too much.
Dude, believe me, he knows a lot more about this. He blew my mind yesterday telling me about different things with switchgrass and sawgrass and things like that they do. And I said, well, Joe, that's all good and fine and dandy. I said, but you're talking to a hunter that doesn't have a lot of money to spend on a food plot and on different things. I said, I can see where what you're saying works in a 1 acre or 2 acre food plot. I said, but mine's about 120 yards long and about 50 yards wide or 30 yards wide. So, he said, no. He said, I designed this system for the average everyday hunter because that's what I am. And he said it's evolved and worked. So we're going to look at it and we're going to see if we, get him in here and talk about it and do like a weekly segment on it. Let him start telling how, where your food plot should be at this time and even regular food plots and why deer need this or why they need that, why he wants to use more native plants and why he considers them better in the studies they've done. So it's going to be a pretty interesting thing.
Sounds like it might be.
Yeah, sounds like it'd be a lot of tips you could pick up to enhance your own property there.
A lot of tips for it, and that's what we're gonna look at. But he doesn't just do it for hunting. If you have he gave, for instance, like a 30-acre place these people bought, and the land was cleared, and they wanted to bring their land. They didn't hunt or nothing. They wanted to bring their land back to like a more native habitat, what it used to be or what it should be or could be. So he went in there and helped these people and just made this beautiful farm there for them,
like a sanctuary.
Exactly.
Brings back native wildlife species, the birds, I'd guess 100 years ago throughout the state of Georgia, things have shifted depending on habitat destruction and urban sprawl and things like that. But some certain bird species, that were at a certain area, we altered their habitat, and they, maybe we didn't decimate them as far as threaten their survival, but we might have made them move and relocate, and by getting the land back to its native state, you might can attract back some of those native things.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do.
You used to see certain kinds of birds out behind where Darrell and I grew up, when you had big, tall, mature, huge pines and You know, they were kind of thinned. You know, had a lot of sagebrush on there. We'd see fox squirrels, regular squirrels, and woodpeckers and different things like that. Well, you know, when they cut the timber, of course, and replanted it, those creatures that we saw moved and went somewhere else. And until that land gets back to where it was when we were enjoying seeing those type things, they're not going to be there. It doesn't mean it hurt the population, but they did have to relocate. And so by getting the land back to its native state, you can get you can have it to where it was meant to be, you know, where God intended it to be. And that's pretty interesting to me.
It is. It really is. When you go through, and just like Steve said, I'm picturing coming out the back door at Mom and Dad's when we were young, and there was probably 80 yards worth of pine trees that was just open, thinned out, and you could walk all through them and see all kind of stuff. And now that's gone because they cut the timber and replanted it. But you know, I'd love to see areas come back to what they used to be like when we grew up. You know, too much of that is gone.
Oh yeah, we grew up. We that's where we shaped our lives, and the way we act and think was based on running around those woods like that. And of course, you know, now they planted it, and it's so thick in there you can't get through there with a bulldozer. It's just almost polar opposite of the way it used to be.
Yeah, but Joe, he does a lot with it. Does a lot of with Quality Whitetails magazine. He's been in it doing articles on it and timber management and things like that. Hey, we got a call coming in. Let's take it. Good morning, caller. You on the Good Outdoors?
Good morning. This is Chris.
Hey, Chris.
A while ago, y'all touched on the Crystal Lake subject.
Yeah.
I literally grew up there from the time I was an infant until it went away. And what destroyed that lake was when they closed up the outlet on the far end.
Close the outlet. You talking the water outlet or what?
Yeah, you could not walk around Crystal Lake. Back in the day, it had an outlet on the far end. Water came up from the ground, but it had a way to get out on the far end.
Right.
It was self-flushing. And when they closed it in, where you could walk around it, it started downhill then.
It upset. I see what you're saying. It kind of acted as its own cap when you boxed it off there, and the pressure of the water changed and it wasn't flowing. It just sat there stagnant and just evaporated.
Correct.
Yep.
It turned into a cesspool.
Yeah. That was a beautiful place too back in the day, man. It was full of fish and
clear water.
Nice place to go.
Oh yeah.
What did it dump out and go into the river?
I'm assuming.
They had to eventually end up in a creek or a river, I guess.
But I can remember being out on one of those big high dives.
Yeah.
And fishing to jump off, and there'd be a big loggerhead turtle out there.
Ooh.
And it's like, whoa, gotta wait for the turtle.
Yep, don't want to jump on that. That'll make for a bad day. For you and the turtle.
I went there from 1968 to about 1990.
Good gracious, man. Well, that's interesting. We appreciate the call. We've been sitting here wondering what happened to it, and that makes perfect sense.
And now, you know, when you pull up a picture of it, it's mostly dry. It has one hole in it, real small hole. Actually, it's nothing compared to what it used to be.
Oh no!
And all the slides are out of water. Everything's out of water as trees are growing up where the lake used to be. So it's just a shame. I wish they could bring it back.
It's sad.
We appreciate you calling and letting us know that, man, because I sure was wondering.
All right, y'all have a good.
Hey, your stuff's on the way too.
I appreciate it.
Okay, man.
Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah.
229-253-0995 is the number to call if you got any questions or comments, or just want to hear yourself on the radio. It don't matter to us. Call.
Oh man, yeah, I hate that about Crystal Lake though. That was and Holiday Beach. I guess it's closed now, and it's just a subdivision. It's
private. It closed for reasons other than Crystal Lake. It didn't dry up or anything. It just people saw a chance to build houses and make a nice subdivision with the water rights and all, and they decided to go that route. But that was a good place too. I've been over there a time or two back in. I remember seeing Alabama in concert at Holiday Beach years ago. And they used to go over there quite often, as a matter of fact. But
I remember that too.
Yep, they had a nice place there. Of course, you could water ski and swim and all, and it was along the lines of Crystal Lake, but a lot bigger. It was a bigger place, but there's excellent fishing there. I don't know if you can go fish there as a member of the public, or you got to own a house there. But we got a call coming in this morning. Good morning. You're on the Good Outdoors. How are you?
Good morning, men.
What's going on, big man?
What's going on?
So much for your theory on Crystal Lake. We know the truth now.
And now the truth. Well, he can say what he wants to say.
We know.
We know the truth.
I think it had something to do with it.
It had a lot to do with it.
It sure did. What you got going on this morning?
Not much, man. You seen what I'm talking about, the snapper. They killing the snapper right now.
Yeah, they are. Where are they catching them at? Just down there in the Gulf, or
Mexico Beach?
Mexico Beach, yeah.
And Grayton Beach.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen Derek Shaw's pictures at Grayton, but Kurt Lineberger and a bunch of the O'Neills are at Mexico Beach, and they are just limiting out right now. Thank you, man.
Yeah, on big ones too, probably.
I'm sorry?
On big fish too, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Kurt caught one that was 22 pounds.
I think I did see that on his page.
He caught a 22-pound every day by lunch. They limited.
Nice. What the world? What are we doing here?
Well, I'm working for Kirk. He's on vacation, and I'm filling in.
And he's rubbing it in your face is what it sounds like.
Yeah, very much so.
Well, you might have a plan to get him back.
We're getting ours. I'm going the 23rd of June. I'll be on vacation. So.
Well, there you go. I'll remember that date. I'll put that in my phone.
Put that in your phone.
That's right.
It's funny. You talking about Holiday Beach. I think that's what you just said was Holiday Beach. I stepped out, but I remember going to a concert there, and I want to say it was 1976 or 78, Steve, and it was Alabama and the Little River Band.
That's it. That's exactly right. That's the last one I saw, Alabama and the Little River
Band.
Band.
Yeah, it was Alabama. They had just came out. Alabama had just come out. I think it was Little River Band that was with them.
You're right. Alabama actually opened for the Little River Band.
That's correct.
If you can imagine such a thing.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I was still diaper, I think. Green in the diaper, but
yeah, I actually went over there with Tracy Edmondson and his parents.
Hold on a minute.
Yep, you do your business while we do ours.
We're here for you, buddy.
I just turned the radio down. I get bad echo.
We messing with you, dog.
Yeah. So the loading up went good yesterday?
Oh yeah, it was hot. I can tell you that, man. It was.
I've seen y'all's pictures. It looked hot, which I was out in it too.
Yeah, it was.
It's humid, man. It was muggy yesterday.
Yeah, I think yesterday was the worst day of the year so far. But yeah, we got him loaded up, and I think he's probably on the road about now. I think he was scheduled to leave about 3:00 this morning. So
between 3 and 4, I think.
Good deal. Let's hope he has good weather there and on the way there and out while he's there.
Yeah. Well, it's we feel good about it, and I know you should too. You helped us out with some water there, and we got that. That was a big part of our loading strategy because that water weighs a lot.
Yeah, it did. I knew when I talked to you the other day, man. I just didn't want to double handle that thing. It looked like y'all had to double handle it anyway.
We did, but that's fine. We're glad to do it.
We had enough people to do it, so it helped a lot.
I know it's a lot of water. I was trying to think, 16 ounces is a pound, right?
Darrell and I figured it up. It was over 1,500 pounds
for the pallet.
Yep.
Was it?
If my truck could talk, it could tell you exactly how much it weighed.
It was straight.
If my truck could talk, it could tell you exactly how much it weighed.
It's heavy because I think there was 16.9 ounce bottles and there was 40 bottles to a case.
Yep.
And there was 48 cases. So
yeah, it was a lot of water. We appreciate it. And I know they will too when it gets there.
I'm just glad I could help, and
no doubt.
I'm glad y'all did it. I'm glad that everybody else stepped up too.
Yeah, they did. The community rose up, man. It's heartwarming to see people give, and I saw a lot of people come in there giving that probably couldn't quite really afford to give, but they did anyway. And that right there, that's the very essence of the
biggest
human
thing,
spirit right there. That's right.
I was telling my wife, who's not normally up from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the morning, I was telling her the other night about it and what we did, and I let her hear that Heather call. So y'all had it on the page where Heather actually called in the phone call.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there watching TV as she was listening to it, and I look over at her, and she's bawling her eyes out.
It's emotional.
It really was. That first day she called, it was touching.
Yeah, it was.
Appreciate what y'all do.
Hey, we glad to be in a position to do it. It ain't just us. It was we just helped facilitate something, and it was
you guys that did it.
Yeah,
you know?
I think it was work done by a higher power, buddy. I really do.
I agree. But good deal. Well, y'all enjoy the rest of your show and have a good day.
All right, man. We appreciate you calling, Stick.
See you. Bye.
All right, buddy. Timmy Neesmith, good friend of ours, been knowing him and him knowing us a long time. We're gonna take a break real quick. You listen to the Good Outdoors on 99.5.
Wow, look at Bob trimming the grass. He's so fast.
I know, and that mower is so big.
And it's got a huge deck.
And it cuts the long grass with deep roots so easily.
Yeah, Bob's a bad boy.
When you want to cut grass like a champion, get yourself a Bad Boy mower from Nashville Tractor. Nashville Tractor carries an exclusive line of Bad Boy zero-turn mowers. See them now at Nashville Tractor in Valdosta and in Nashville.
Quitman, Georgia, and antiques go hand in hand. Tammy's Antiques and Consignment, located at 211 East Screven Street in Quitman, is a traditional Southern antique shop with a little twist, offering a consignment program that fits like a glove in the spacious downtown shop. But the real twist is Zumba. That's right, Tammy also offers Zumba fitness classes as well as tanning. Come by and check out the literally thousands of items upstairs and down. And if you have an item that you want Tammy to sell, bring it in. That's Tammy's Antiques and Consignment, 211 East Screven Street, Quitman, or give Tammy a call at 229-506-9146.
Attention Outdoor Nation. Adel Outfitters, located at Exit 39 on I-75 in Adel, Georgia, has over 18,000 square feet of outdoor unbelievability just waiting on you. Specializing in a wide range of outdoor supplies for everyone, including hunting, fishing, shooting, kayaking, camping, Little League, clothing, knives, boots, you name it, Adel Outfitters has it. They also have that personal one-on-one attention that you just might not be getting from some of the big boxes, and Adel Outfitters has a whole lot less overhead, so you'll be surprised at the deals. So come see us now at Adel Outfitters, Exit 39, Adel, Georgia. Woo-wee! Sweet Tea's Smokehouse on South Hutchinson Avenue, Adel, is the bomb. You ain't had good old South Georgia barbecue if you ain't been to Sweet Tea's Smokehouse. Ribs, chicken, pork, beef, good grief, this is some fine eating. And it ain't called Sweet Tea's for nothing. Ice cold sweet tea and good old barbecue plate with all the trimmings is what living in the South is all about. Head up Highway 41 north towards Adel. Swing into Sweet Tea's Smokehouse for lunch or dinner. Great Southern barbecue like it's supposed to be, and don't forget some of that fine Brunswick stew. Woo-wee! Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has been serving South Georgia and North Florida for over 3 decades. With 9 locations in the South, Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a full-line distributor for all welding and industrial supplies. The Jones mission is to provide quality products at a competitive price in order to supply the best service available. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has built a reputation for good, honest, old-fashioned service. For a location near you, visit www.joneswelding.com. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a proud supporter of the Good Outdoors. Service. It's a very simple word, but you'd think it's French. At Deep South Sanitation, our service will never be questioned. We are there when we say we'll be there. If there's a couple extra bags by the can, we pick it up. Deep South Sanitation don't care if the lid won't close. All the more reason to dump it. If you're elderly or disabled, the Deep South Sanitation team will get your can, dump it, and put it back. If trash blew out, we don't leave it, we pick it up. Keep the money you pay for sanitation services local by supporting Deep South Sanitation, a locally owned business. Call Carrie Scarborough today at Deep South Sanitation, 229-559-0200.
You're listening to The Good Outdoors with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun.
Oh, there's a cricket sound. That sounds good, don't it?
That sounds
I can lay down and go to sleep, turn the light off.
All I need is one of them ham hocks to lay on, and I go right to sleep with them crickets.
Woo! That sounds good this morning. I like that. Cricket sound. That we're gonna have that queued up every time one of us goes silent. We're gonna play it.
Which it's rare that one of us goes silent, but it does happen.
Every once in a while.
We sit there wondering, what are we going to talk about next?
I think we need to throw up in some weather report here real quick, don't we there, Ronnie?
Yeah. While he's pulling that up, I was looking at the GON last night, and it was showing the pairings of the truck buck shootout and the big bucks and all that, and of course the one over there in Worth County that the Culpeper boy killed, and but there's always, or seems to be always, that one week to where nobody entered one, and true to form this year, same thing. And then one particular week, nobody entered one in the I think it was the southern zone, could have been the northern zone, but that one week nobody entered one where anything with visible bone antler that you'd have put in there would have won that week. So subscribe to GON. You never know when that big boy will walk out there and you got a chance to win a brand new truck. So with that, we'll go ahead and let Ronnie fire off the weather report there.
Currently at 72 degrees, barometer at 29.95, holding steady. Sunrise will occur at 6:29 this morning.
Occur. It's an occurrence.
It's an occurrence. And this week is going to be pretty much the same every single day. Going to be a chance of showers, 50% chance of showers every day. Going to have highs in the low 90s and lows around 70.
Okay.
So there's no sense going much deeper than that because it's the same every day.
Every single day, huh?
Yep.
Oh, well, that
Just
time of
summer
year.
pattern, man.
Yeah,
The only difference is there's a difference in 60% chance of rain and 70% chance of rain.
That'd be about 11%.
And give or take one.
Yep.
Well, it's just that time of year. That's the way it's going to be every day from here on till
From here on.
I guess to the end of September, or
won't be quite that long.
end of August. It's going to be hot. I know yesterday was pretty grueling up there. We decided to wait till the hottest part of the day, 1 o'clock, to load the trailer. And then it was hot.
What you looking at me for?
I really don't know why. I never know why I look at
We could have inserted crickets there for about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And we missed the opportunity there.
Yeah, Darrell, what's wrong with you, dude? But no, we waited to the hottest part of the day so we could get everybody together and get the maximum amount of donations there and the truck driver there and all that. And we got it loaded, but I'm going to tell you, if it wasn't for that water in that cooler, I don't believe I'd have made it.
I'll tell you what, if you've ever been in an attic in the summertime, that's just exactly the way it was in that trailer.
Yeah.
It was hot.
It was hot. But luckily, we had a lot of stuff and we had a lot of people, and it didn't take even an hour to load that truck to get everything transferred.
Lord, we
into
had,
it.
what did we have? Probably 15 people, 12, 15
Actually,
at least.
probably.
Loading.
Well, we had a chain going there, passing it down the line, loading it up. It went pretty smoothly.
Actually, it did.
It did. We got the stuff loaded, and he's on his way up, man. We can't wish him a safer trip than what we're wishing right now. I think all the storms hopefully are gone between here and there. He'll get up there, and he's actually going to visit his family while he's up there. Come on back.
He's going to be just fine. He's riding out with a good cause.
Yes, sir. Real good cause, and appreciate everything everybody done. We're going to try to I started trying to list everybody yesterday, and I just don't know if I can. I don't know if Facebook has got a long enough paragraph for me to list every single person on there that donated. I don't know.
And there's a lot.
I've seen some posts.
There's a lot that we don't. Yeah, there's a lot that we don't know that donated.
No, that's right.
We don't know their name.
Yeah.
I mean, the girl from WALB Channel 10 was there doing her filming for her segment, and she asked a question: would it be accurate to say that hundreds donated? And we all thought about it a second, and yeah, it would be.
Yes, it would.
Because we don't know how many people came in super suds there at Jim's place and dropped off money, got their car washed. Like he said that one day we were there, he washed 185 cars, and of course $2 or $3 of every car wash that day went to the victims of the tornado.
We had numerous people just
and
pull
we've
up
done
and
that.
donate.
And we've done that twice, and then we had random people just pull beside, not come in and hand. I mean, we had, not to call his name, but a gentleman hold a $100 bill out of his window there as he drove by, and so yeah, there were hundreds. I mean, not to mention the big donors that we've talked about. The guy driving the truck, of course. The Scruggs Company here in Valdosta, Lakeland Drug Company, Blue Summit Water. I mean, the list goes. Tim Neesmith in it. The list goes on and on. And it's tremendous. It really made me think about how people are. The human spirit, man, is just.
It shines. It shines at times. It was an overwhelming success. That's what I could say yesterday. It was just overwhelming because we never thought it would be as successful as it was.
I thought we could probably get up a pickup truck load. That's kind of what I thought when we first started, man. Was I wrong. Yeah, it would take probably, I don't know 15 pickup trucks to get that load.
Well, man, Darrell
could
probably tell you about how many trucks and trailer loads it was.
Yeah. Because we sure hauled some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But, the driver, he came down there yesterday, Joe did, and without his trailer, he wanted to see what size trailer, what he needed to bring and all this. And We were standing there looking at it. He said, why don't we just throw it in one of them U-Hauls? I said, Joe, you think it'll all fit? Yeah, man, I do this for a living. I said, really?
Wrong.
Come on, Joe. And he got to looking. He said, yeah, all this right here. And I said, yeah, Joe, but all that right there, too, on the other side of your arm that you're not even looking at. Oh, okay. Yeah, I better bring my big trailer.
And needed it.
Yeah, and the time he put the rest of the feed on there yesterday, I guarantee you he had a good, solid load.
Yeah, he had a good load. Good load. Agri Supply, that's another one that we that hit. Of course, the gentleman there at Tractor Supply that
oh man,
has a horse place there.
He did it. He did a great thing. He done that for himself, for his horse place up there. I can't remember the name of it, but we appreciate him. Just lots of people stepping up. You never know the power of people banding together. When you band together, look at what you can accomplish. I was talking about this with Jim and you yesterday. It's just amazing what you can accomplish when you work together on something instead of, apart or against each other. Everybody, throughout South Georgia just rose up for this occasion, and it's a great thing. And I know it'll be put to good use. Heather and them out there are looking forward to it. They're going to put it to good use and have, help a lot of people. That's what it was all about.
Yep, you could actually band together with a bunch of like-minded individuals and probably put a man on the moon if there really was a moon.
You could try.
You could try it.
That's impossible. Ain't gonna never. That ain't gonna happen.
We'll never have anybody walk on the moon.
No, can't stand the radiation.
The radiation. What in the world? What kind of radiation is going on the moon?
That comes from the sun that our atmosphere blocks.
Alexis, you're in school. So you're obviously more up to date on stuff on us.
Just hit her upside the head. That's okay.
They're separating her with a microphone. Is Pluto a planet?
Pluto is not a planet.
Pluto is not a planet.
Thank you.
Ronnie was right.
Ronnie was right. Okay. Well, good deal. Well, what is Pluto? If you know so much about it, what is Pluto?
Well, it was undefined as a planet because I don't know why, but it's just like a ball of...
It's just a mass.
Yeah, it's a massive ball of gas and ice.
Sounds like your dad.
I just wasn't fast enough. I was trying to get it out. Sounds like Ronnie, and he just beat me to it. Pluto, okay, it's the second most massive known dwarf planet in the solar system.
It's not a planet.
Well, I'm just reading you here what Wikipedia says it is. And the 10th most massive body.
They like to be called little planets, not dwarfs.
Pluto is composed primarily of rock and ice and is relatively small, approximately 1/6 the size of mass of the Earth's moon and 1/3 its volume. Okay, but I guess it's not a planet, is what they're saying. I don't know. We're gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna argue with my daughter on the radio. I'll do that when we're not on the radio. No, but I heard it wasn't a planet too, all jokes aside, and I guess it's just a big old thing of ice. It's not a round one, I guess. It's not like Earth. It's kind of square.
I'm going to sue all my teachers for telling me it was a planet when it wasn't.
Well, they did. All through, we always heard it was a planet. Now they're telling us we're wrong. Well, what did they teach us in school?
All my teachers always lied to me anyway. They told me I'd grow up to be a ditch digger. I showed them.
Now you're just unemployed, ain't you?
Yeah.
Hey, we'll take a break. We'll be right back on the Good Outdoors.
So, Dawson, is Dad still ill about you calling him out on his shooting ability?
I don't think so, but I have seen him on the range a lot more lately.
Dad always says practice makes perfect.
That's what he says, but I don't think it works for adults.
Why do you say that?
Well, from the look of the scorecard, it's making it worse.
Dawson, bring me some more shotgun shells.
Okay, Dad.
If you need some practice, come by Southwind Clays and Quail on the Quitman Highway just past the river headed towards Quitman. With a top-notch clubhouse, a 5-stand, sporting clays range, as well as a rifle and pistol range, Southwind has what you need to succeed. World-class quail hunting is also available with some of the finest bird dogs around.
Dad sure shoots a lot.
Yeah, if he keeps this up, Mom's gonna be mad.
Why is that?
Because he's spending all Mom's shopping money on shotgun shells.
Man, I have picked up some bad habits.
You don't need any more bad habits. Are you talking about Bad Habits Saloon and Grub?
Oh, yeah, baby. Nothing like throwing back a cold one and watching one of their 26 high-definition TVs.
Yeah, and you don't have to ask what sort of beverage they have, because they've got it all at Bad Habits Saloon and Grub.
That's right, over 300 bottled beers. Any premium drink you could ask for, including single malt scotch and single barrel bourbon.
And 48 beers on tap. Oh, and the food, from juicy ribeye steaks at $9.99 to foot-long premium hot dogs. And $10.99 all-you-can-eat wings from 10 to 11 p.m.
And no matter what mood you're in, there's 3 environments to enjoy: a dining area, a bar, an outside patio, TVs, and all 3 places, baby.
Come on out and enjoy a live DJ every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night, and grab a $2 16-ounce draft or a $6 domestic bucket while you mingle.
Come visit Bad Habit Saloon and Grub and let them serve you what you want, not what they want you to have.
Bad Habit Saloon and Grub near the mall on Gornto Road, right behind Exit 18 Liquors. Tell them we sent you from the Good Outdoors.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Hi, I'm Barry Broom with Allstate Insurance Company. I'm a big fan of the great outdoors. There are many recreational activities that allow us to enjoy God's creation. There's boating, camping, hunting, hiking, fishing. Think about all the gear, equipment, and vehicles that we have that make those times outdoors so memorable. When it comes to protecting and insuring your firearm, your boat, RV, camper, four-wheeler, even your golf cart, think of me, Barry Broom, your Allstate agent. Call me at 229-244-9856 or visit me online at barrybroom.com. Go make a memory. Enjoy your great outdoors.
So you need a car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Midway Auto Emporium at 4189 Bemis Road, Valdosta, Georgia. Cameron and Melissa Tucker has been serving the Valdosta area for over 7 years now. They are a family-owned and operated local business with hometown values and still believe in handshake deals. With a great selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, with a Carfax report on every one of them, along with bank financing at all credit levels and interest rates as low as 1.85% with approved credit. 4189 Bemis Road, or visit their website at midwayautoemporium.com.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie.
Welcome back to the Good Outdoors.
Yeah, this is our wrap-up segment brought to you by Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail out on the Equipment Highway, just past the river on the right. For all your sporting clays, rifle and pistol range needs, they got you covered there with a fantastic clubhouse there to entertain corporate people or birthday parties. Y'all give John Peak a visit. That's Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail.
You ain't got to cry about it. Come on, man. It's all right.
I'm upset because we're talking about in school. They taught us this thing. They taught us this thing how to memorize the planets, and we were trying to figure out what it said, but it started out like my very educated mother, something, something, something. But my point is the Pluto letter screwed. Now that there's no Pluto, now you don't have that letter there, and screws up that whole saying.
Yep.
So, for instance,
they got to come up with another one.
If it was a pie at the end, no more pie.
No, you don't get the pie no more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, it's just a bunch of bull, bunch of wasted money spent trying to figure out what that is. We got a call coming in. We're going to take it real quick. Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors. How are you?
It's aggravating stick again.
What's happening?
I got something for y'all to work on. Got an idea.
Another project.
Another project. Why don't you see about having a luncheon or lunch for everybody that helped pull this thing together for Heather, and do it at like one of your sponsors' place, whether it's Crystal River or Bubba Jack's or whoever, and just have a lunch and everybody be on their own. I mean, you have to buy your own, but everybody kind of meet.
Meet and talk about it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Matter of fact, I say we do it 3 days in a row and eat at Sweet Tea's Barbecue in Adel, Crystal River Seafood, Bubba Jack's. Just hit all of them, buddy.
Well, if you want to do that, you can. Or do it once a week. One week do one week do another. But, because somebody might not be able to make one day. But just do call like a listening luncheon.
There you go. Yeah, that's we might try that. I know Monty Long used to do that with his football show, so that's a good idea.
He did. He do it at Kinderloo, and they did up there at the Great American Ham Company.
That's right.
But, that might give people an opportunity to meet other people who help pull this thing together.
Yeah. There you go. Shoot, Stick, you keep on. We got to put you on payroll.
Okay.
He didn't have any problem with that, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
He won't quit his day job or his night job or whatever you want to call it.
When can he make his first payment if he's going to be on payroll? Cause
it's true.
Yeah, really.
We need to go ahead and get a check.
Because it's coming due now. We need to get a check today.
We need to get a check from
Y'all take water?
Yeah, we sure do.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Appreciate
Y'all
it.
work on that.
Thanks,
All right.
buddy.
Bye.
Pretty good idea there.
Hey, want to invite everybody to check out our Facebook page at the Good Outdoors with a Z. We just went over 8,000 likes here in the past day or so. So y'all check that out. We always posting pictures of fish and children.
And so are other people. Look at what Dustin Hewitt just posted up there. Nice one.
Yes, sir. So y'all check it out. Check out our website at www.thegoodoutdoors.com and check out our fine sponsors, listen to past episodes, and we appreciate everybody that's out there listening in Radio Land.
Yes, we do. We appreciate y'all so much, for everything that you've done for us and everything that you do for us. Sure do.
I think
everything you're going to do for us.
That's right. I think Timmy's on to something there. I think we should have a luncheon like that. We could do it once a week or once a month and just have an open invitation, to come. You got to eat lunch somewhere. You might as well come eat it and hang out with the Good Outdoors folks and see what's going on. That's how great ideas are born, stories are told, and it's just good fun fellowship talking about the good outdoors. It can't get no better than that.
No, it sure can't.
I was just looking up there at the Weather Channel weather report, and it's strikingly familiar with the one you just so eloquently proposed to us. It might rain and it might not. It's going to be hot. Pretty much it.
Yeah, it's going to be hot the next several days, so you can, if you get outside,
count on thunder bumpers every evening. Sure,
that's right. If you get in the outdoors, just be careful. Drink lots of water, and but by all means, don't stay in the house. Get out there.
Get outside, man.
Let's take this call. Morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors.
Morning, guys.
What's
Good
up?
morning.
What's
I just called. Did y'all get to see the?
What?
We lost you, Chuck.
Shut up,
hung
Chuck.
up on himself.
He told himself to shut up. Hey, while Chuck's trying to figure out the technology there, I want to remind you of James Eunice Day coming up at Sam's Club June the 15th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Having cotton candy, face painting, bounce house, hamburgers, hot dogs, T-shirts, and all the proceeds are going to benefit the James Eunice Scholarship Fund. So y'all don't forget about it. Come on out and support the James Eunice Day at Sam's Club June the 15th.
Chuck, you need to figure out that technology there and call us back because you hung up on yourself. I guess he took the word "shut up," Chuck, literally, didn't he?
Yes.
Chuck bought me lunch yesterday. I appreciate that, Chuck.
Did we get him his pink T-shirt yet?
No. I forgot about getting him his pink.
I think we need to give him a pink tank top. That's what he needs.
Pink tank top.
Yeah.
He'll wear it.
Chuck could rock that pink tank top.
I guarantee it. Well, he's already got one of them.
Yeah.
He's already got the dress. He don't need it. Anyway.
Got plenty of those.
Him and Haley come up yesterday and helped out. Haley had a good time. She enjoys being around and appreciate that, Chuck. He come up there and pretty much stayed the whole time, as did Brad. Brad come up and helped out. Of course, I had to look over there at Brad and say, "What the heck are you doing?" He was just standing there watching us.
Supervising.
No, he was just waiting for the opportunity to jump in, and an opportunity presented itself right away. So he jumped right in there and helped, man. Everybody up there helped, pitched in, and just a good time.
Brad tells us how we have a lot of listeners that come in and out of that mill out there. He works at Skill Shack down at PCA, the night shift out there, and we have a lot of drivers that listen to us.
Good.
Yeah, shout out to all the truck drivers, man. Y'all do a good job staying safe on the road. I know I talked about one rogue truck driver, but he wasn't obviously wasn't one of our listeners. I guarantee you that. Nobody in our audience acts like that.
No.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nobody.
We're a bunch of red-blooded conservative Americans is what we are.
Red-blooded conservative. Okay.
Yeah, we just don't want nobody messing with our rights and our freedoms, and that's about it. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, we don't, because we'll rise up, won't we?
We ain't afraid to rise up.
We done rose up.
We'll rise up some more.
We is risen.
And we will do it again.
Don't make us bust out with some rising up in here.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, man, I can't. I'm going to leave that alone.
Yeah, that's funny there.
That is funny. If y'all just knew.
Oh, they know. They probably know. If they're listeners, they probably know.
They probably already know.
Mm-hmm. You know, some things you just got to you got to come way down deep and let it go out. You know, you got to project yourself. Oh yeah, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I was cruising through here. Joy Bill, a friend of mine, and Ronnie, I believe you know him, don't you? You know Joy Bill? I don't know if you do or not. Evidently, he was issued a traffic citation somewhere. It has a picture of his truck going through a red light.
That sounds familiar.
He and it shows one ahead of him running a red light too, but his behind the white line as he's running this red light, and he said, I don't know what to say except I'm glad I didn't get in a wreck.
Yeah.
So Joey, be careful. It happens to the best of you, buddy.
Yeah, I remember probably the worst traffic situation I've been in. They just installed that red light right there at the gym there at VSU, and you know, for years there wasn't no red light there. And I had been in Brunswick or somewhere or Moultrie or whatever, and I hadn't been down that way in a long time. And I was cruising through there, and I went on down there, and I got about down to the intersection there where Baytree runs right into the college, and I looked up my rearview mirror, and blue lights were on. I said, well, let me get out of the way. He's trying to get around me to get somebody, and I pulled over, and he pulled over behind me. I was like, what in the world? So I sat there, and he come in there, and he said, let me see your driver's license and insurance. I handed it to him, and I waited, you know, and he goes, you don't have no idea what you did, do you? I said, no, sir, I really don't. He goes, well, that red light back there couldn't have been no redder, and you went right through it and never slowed down.
What red light?
That's exactly what I said. I said, what red light are you talking about? And he told me, and I said, I'm guilty. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't know there was a red light there. I hadn't been back. I was born and raised here. Hadn't been back in a few years. I didn't know you put a red light there. I didn't even see it.
I didn't get the memo.
I thought, well, you know, maybe he'll have mercy on me, but he didn't. He went in and wrote the ticket, but he was very kind about it, and I broke the law. And I mean, I didn't fuss about it, but from that point on, I knew there was a red light there. I think that's the point of the mission.
That's obviously that's a lot at Baytree and Sestella, isn't it? Right there by the PE complex.
I don't know nobody named Sestella. I don't know if she was there or not, but if she was there, she should have said something about the damn red light.
What's wrong with you, Stella? You need to be telling me about these red lights.
Stella! She could have at least went, hey!
Oh, man, there's that sound to Good Outdoors. Call them in there. Oh, my God, there's a spider on my... I'm going to close that. Thank you, Darrell Sample Jr., for putting a spider as my background on the computer. You big dummy. Had a good time. We'll
Y'all have
back
a good day.
Tomorrow with more good things on the Good Outdoors. Have a good day.
Toodles.
You've been listening to The Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country with Steve, Darrell, and Ronnie. Join us every weekday at 4:30 when we'll do it again.